Welcome to Feature Friday, presented by Fort Financial. I'm Derrick Sloboda. Our guest today is senior Dylan Carl on the men's basketball team. Dylan, how are you doing today?
Doing good, Derrick. How are you?
Can't complain. So Jared Gottfried on the team has described you as the OG of the team. So we're going to look back a little bit on your 5 years here. You're a redshirt during the home Indiana win, and then freshman during the road Indiana win. What do you remember about those two big wins?
I think the biggest thing I remember of the first one is that they were ranked third. It was at the Coliseum, and you would have thought it was an IU home game with 12,000 of them basically, and like a couple thousand Fort Wayne fans. But huge win for sure. And then on the road, I remember, we were pretty much up the whole game, played well. It was Christmas break, so not many students, but we played well enough to pull two of them off. So.
That road win, you had some big shots, and I think you guys ended up setting a record or tying a record for most threes in a game at Assembly Hall. What was it like in the bench, and then get in that locker room after that win at Assembly Hall?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we were pretty hype. It was a good time. We got hot. We made a lot of shots, as you said, and it was a lot of fun.
Thinking back to your time a little bit here, you guys have had some really awesome trips going to Italy over the summer, tournament, New Orleans, playing at places like Iowa State, Kentucky. When you look back on it, what are some of the most memorable road games you've had here?
I'd probably say the biggest one that comes to mind is at Dayton. It was pretty much sold out, and it was a lot of like older people, I thought, but their student section was really packed. The whole atmosphere was just crazy, and we actually led for a lot of the game. I'm pretty sure we were up at halftime, so that was a lot of fun. At Kentucky was fun as well. We got out there with like 80 minutes before tip, and there's already a couple, like 5,000 people there at that point. So probably those two stick out the most to me.
Well, those are some memorable road games. What are the wins you think about most? Is it some wins over South Dakota State, or some other wins that really hit for you?
Maybe last year, or when we beat South Dakota State in the conference tournament. I think 2 years ago we might have beat them, I think at the Coliseum by 20 or something. I remember that game. That's pretty memorable. Or when we beat Liberty in New Orleans a couple years ago as well, which was another big win against a good team.
So switching gears a little bit though, you have your undergraduate degree already. I think you're working on your master's. Let the folks at home know what you have your undergraduate degree in, and what are you working on right now for your master's?
Yeah, so I got my bachelor's degree in business management, and I'm currently in the MBA program pursuing a concentration in business analytics.
Where do you see that degree taking you? What are your career goals?
I'd like to get into medical sales, nothing really analytical, but hopefully get into medical sales. I mean, I want to play pro too, so I'll try that first, and if that doesn't work out, then get into sales.
Looking back on your time academically here, is there any teacher you'd want to give a shout out to, or a class that you really enjoyed here that you think you'll probably remember, or you might reference later in your life?
Probably Professor Novak. He'll still email me to this day where he wants me to work on my hook shot and my 360 dunk. So probably him.
As you think back to when you're in high school and looking for a college to commit to, has your experience at Purdue Fort Wayne been what you expected, or has it been different?
I think it's pretty much what I expected. This year with COVID, has definitely been a lot different than other years, but we're making the most of it. I mean, there's always a few surprises here and there, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Let's look back a little bit more here, okay? And I'm going to ask you some questions about just teammates. So I'm going to say a question. I want you to just give me one name, okay? Give me the teammate you think you'll still be texting in 20 years.
John Conchar.
Who's the funniest teammate you played with?
Cameron Benford.
Who's the most competitive teammate you've had?
I'm going to go Bryson Scott.
Who's your teammate who's still going to be hooping at the YMCA when he's 60 years old?
Bobby Planutis.
Who's the best dressed teammate you ever had?
Oh, that's tough. I'm going to go Jordan King.
Which teammate thought he was the best dressed?
Xavier Taylor.
Who is the best rapper on the back of the bus?
Okay. Actually, I'm going to give it to Kaysen Harrell.
How do you think your teammates would describe you?
The OG, like Jared said. maybe funny. Sometimes when I crack jokes, they can be funny sometimes. Smart, I guess. Maybe those three things.
All right, so we'll finish up with just some basic get to know kind of lightning round stuff. All right. Give me the last TV show that you binge watched, and that you would actually recommend.
I've been binge watching Peaky Blinders, but I would probably recommend Power.
What movie will you always watch if you just happen to find it on?
Home Alone.
What's your favorite homemade food?
Favorite homemade food? I'm gonna go goulash.
What's your favorite social media platform of choice?
Instagram.
What's one thing you'll hear John Kaufman saying in your sleep and your dreams the rest of your life?
A lot of different things, but probably Attack.
What's one thing that people don't know about you?
That I'm an introvert. I like to just be by myself and hang out and not do too much.
Well, Dylan, you're maybe an introvert, but you gave us a couple minutes of your time, and that is all I needed today. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, and you have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks for having me.